Hello everyone. Just need to do a quick sound check just to make sure everything is working. Hope everybody's been well and everyone is doing well. Hopefully the sound is working. There we go. Is it? It is. With the big sigh. I'm tired. I've been unwell. Today's going to be a more relaxed stream. Uh, yeah, just been busy. Anywho, welcome everybody. My name is Jutan Al Ahmed. If you're new here, do consider subscribing to my channel. Anybody that's come back, welcome back to You're Not Bullish Enough, episode 7. Yes, we're already on the 7th one. We're gonna have so many more this year. Stella, hello, lol. That's that meme, isn't it? How are you, mate? Uh, yeah, so we're going to be covering quite a few topics. You probably already saw in the thumbnail. Uh, Ross is free. Now, there was a movement called Free Ross. We're going to get into that, and then we're going to go over quite a few other things. Before we begin, let's just start off with what is this big news, right? And if you're a bit confused, what is this Ross pardon? So basically, just to give you a quick summary, there's a person called Ross William Ulbricht, or Ulbricht, his name is. Um, the correct way of pronouncing, obviously, I probably am not doing it. But yeah, he's been in prison. He was given 2 life sentences plus 40 years without parole. Now, what was his crime? He basically, when Bitcoin initially came out, there's a tool called Tor that you can use. The Onion Router is the short name for it, or the Tor network, right? The Onion Router network. I've got a video on that on how Tor works. Basically, it jumps onto multiple IP addresses. It makes it anonymous. Don't quote me on this, but I believe it's the US CIA that created this. I don't have no references here. This is like knowledge from like 10 years ago. I might be wrong. Do your research. But yeah, so basically, he created a website on Tor. On Tor, the specific websites that you can go onto, which have the .onion format. You know, like my website, for example, .xyz. That's a domain name, isn't it? The DNS record with that. There's other websites like .com, or in the whoa, I was about to sneeze. Whoa, and or in the UK, .co.uk. There's .io. There's .info. There's .net. There's so many. On Tor, there's something called .onion, um, and you basically that's the only place that you can go onto these onion sites. It's part of the Tor network. So the Ross basically, when Bitcoin got in, it was incepted and it came out. He's obviously an early Bitcoiner. He created a website called Silk Road. Now, Silk Road, the whole purpose of it was a decentralized marketplace. It's an anonymous marketplace. Nobody knows who's selling what. You can just start your own shop there. It's like eBay, for example, or Amazon or whatever. Basically, the whole purpose of it was people can buy and sell stuff. There's no need for anybody to know who's selling. Uh, and it's just decentralized. It's for the whole global world. Okay. The issue is they there were bad actors in it. What do I mean? The payment form was Bitcoin, okay? Because Bitcoin was a new peer-to-peer system currency. It was excellent, it's decentralized, and it's anonymous in the sense of it's KYC free if you were to mine it back then. And even now, if you were to mine it, it's KYC free Bitcoin that you're getting. KYC, what is that? Do watch my video regarding that if you don't know what that is. It means know your customers, basically all these background checks. So he created a website, and Bitcoin was the payment form. There were bad actors. What do I mean? People start selling drugs there, start selling illegal, illicit activity goods, ammo, weapons, guns, everything. Okay, even hitman services. Okay, like crazy stuff like that. I've never actually been on Silk Road. I was young back then. I didn't. I was probably gaming lol. That's where I was back in the day. Sadly, I should have been investing, right? But yeah, so in 2011 to 2013, it was run, and basically there was a whole investigation, this and that, and FBI basically made fake accounts, this and that, and he was arrested. Silk Road was taken down, and he got charged with a lot of things and known as a kingpin that was money laundering, that was facilitating all this and that. When his real intention, from my understanding, obviously, and he doesn't seem like a bad guy from what I've read, uh, he was basically, he just made a website, but he was the one that took all the punishment for it. That's why there's been this whole movement regarding free Ross. And guess what? President Donald Trump, that just became president 2 days ago, he pardoned him, and that was something that he said that he will do if he if he becomes president in the Bitcoin Nashville conference. And he actually stuck to his word. The funny thing is, right? So I filmed a video yesterday regarding the DCA, the monthly DCA that I do, and I even said on that he's not done it. He's not freed him. He's not pardoned him, and that's what one thing that he said he would do. He did it a day late. It was on 21st. What does that mean? 21 million Bitcoin. I don't know if there's any significance, lol, but that's what people are saying and stuff. So anyway, yeah, he's free now. He's going back to his family. We'll look at everything and we'll go through all of that. Anyway, before we begin, I'd like to put a quick disclaimer here. I, Jutan Ahmed, JBINZALA, I am no tax advisor, no financial advisor, no legal advisor, no advisor of such. So do take this content with the way you want to see it, and hopefully you enjoy this content. And we'll get on to everything now. I feel like I'm a robot the way I'm talking. Anywho, as a celebration, I've actually purchased some clothing from Strike. Jack Mallers has released. It was some limited edition ones, but then he's released it now to everybody. I get why he's done that, to help people out. However, sorry, to help Ross out. Basically, all the proceeds are going to Ross to help him get back on his feet, since he's been in prison for 11 years. Just to also add regarding the Silk Road, that came back up in 2013 to 2014. They got shut down again. There was no more Silk Road. But yeah, it was just a dodgy place, right? That people were buying stuff on. But yeah, so Jack has basically created. It was meant to be limited to 100, but he's just made it unlimited now. Some merch, and all the money is going to Ross. I've purchased 3 items. I'm gonna do an unboxing of that once it arrives and stuff, because it looked decent, and plus I thought it was limited, but obviously it's not anymore. There's no returns, no refunds. Okay, doesn't matter as long as it's helping him out and stuff. It's fine. But yeah, I was hoping that it's limited. Anywho, under the celebration of the fact that he's free and the fact that Donald Trump actually uh, stuck to his word, I just want to come on to a few things. I've actually done a launch on my website regarding some Silk Road merch and designs that I've created. So I am going to show you that. But before I do that, I just want to show you, as I always do, my website. This is my website. I've got discounts here, affiliate links, my asset portfolio, and like a lot of things. So like on my discount codes, there's so much affiliate stuff. So do have a look there. You can get discount codes, and then my asset portfolio. I'm fully transparent on what I invest in, what my share percentage and stuff are. So do have a look at that. Then I also do one-to-one bookings, one-to-one consultations. As you already know, if you subscribe to my channel, uh, I do crypto educational videos, Bitcoin education videos, and all my content on YouTube is free. However, if you had something specific that you needed, or something more independent to you, then yeah, feel free to book me for my services and my consultations, and I'll be there to try and help you out. I don't give no financial advice. I don't tell you I invest in this or that. I help you retain and protect your crypto assets, so self custody, and also best security practices and solutions for inheritance purposes, right? That's a very major thing. In addition, I don't know if you guys knew, it says here 15% off bookings with payment. Is this 15% off my whole website if you pay with Bitcoin? I don't know if you guys knew that I actually accept Bitcoin on chain and Lightning payments. I've got a whole section here on how like you can do it. There's basically BTC Pay that you use. That I've integrated this server into my website, and then yeah, you can just pay for items. And yeah, anyways, do consider joining my newsletter as well. Do subscribe here, and if you're interested. But let's go on to quickly my actual designs that I've created. So I've created a whole section here. That's my website. Uh, Obviously, it's just stuff that I thought looked pretty cool. I designed it. I've basically made these myself. But the thing is, right, I'm a bit concerned regarding the images here. I've not used Silk Road's actual image or anything. I checked if it's copyrighted and stuff. It's not. So yeah, but also I don't know if you know, I don't actually put anything animate on my website, or yeah. What do I mean? Like animals or people? Like I know. Do you know what? I'm even a bit concerned. I might even take all of this stuff down. By the way, so yeah, if you're interested and you wanted something, yeah, do like look into it, and yeah, supporting my channel and whatever. I appreciate it. So, but the thing is, I'm still on edge if I will be keeping these, because I blanked it all out. So it's the design that I created. That's more uh, how I am, and the fact that I don't want to show any images and stuff of things where you're just wearing it. But anyways, this is my website. This is my store. I don't know if you knew. Also, since you're on my stream, uh, I just want to. I've shared this on my social media and stuff. You can get 21% off all of these stuff. So just this design section here, by using the code Silk Road. Okay, so if you use Silk Road, I'll probably write that in the description below later. Uh, you can get 21% off as well. Anyway, I think that's my website talk done. Let's go on to Primal. If you didn't have Primal or a NOSTR account, do consider getting one. To decentralized platform for social media. This is my Primal account. That's my public key. Do follow me if you have a NOSTR account, and I shall hopefully follow you back. You can post notes and stuff on here. Anywho, let's go on to the actual news that you're not bullish enough. Lol. This week, how has it been, right? This is obviously the whole of crypto. It's red, it's bloody. I don't understand what this fart coin. This is such a meme coin thing. Why is that here? I can't believe over the week Solana's gone up by 33%. But we'll discuss why that is, right? We already know that Donald Trump gave out a meme coin. Then his wife gave out a meme coin. Unbelievable. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, the president, he done it before he got inaugurated. It's crazy. It's crazy, right? That spiked and that's all come down. It's not a rug pull, but whatever. Anyways, so at the day, I don't know what these ones are, hype, whatever. But there is this is Monero actually, something I need to read about. But there's something I want to actually show you that I'm going to show you in a second, which is very interesting. But anyways, through the hour, okay, it's just memes everywhere. On the Solana blockchain, whiff, bonk, these are all memes. Look at this, Trump. People are asking, is Trump going to be going up? I don't know. I don't care. Listen, I don't like memes. It's straight up gambling. I'm not gonna comment further on that. Bitcoin all the way. Okay. Um, Anywho, that's how the market looks right now. Bitcoin, what's it at? 84,500 dollar wise. Funnily enough, my trading view doesn't really open up, but yeah, 84,000. That's around $106,000, I believe. Do you know what? I might as well. Is it here that you change? Yes, it is. Loving it. Dollars. Why do I have it in pounds? Because I'm from the United Kingdom, lol. Anywho, $104,000. It's coming down, right? But to me, that's actually a bullish sign. Why? When it comes down, it consolidates like that, and then that's a pattern there, and then it goes up. It's just like that. It's just lol written. Trading View. I don't have an account. I'm still considering if I should buy one. Somebody suggested that I should do the free trial and keep like I can't be bothered to make free trials and keep that going. I'd rather just pay for it. But yeah, I don't know what's happening in Trading View. I can't even show you it. But we know here that it's at 104,000. I'll try to refresh it one more time. If it doesn't work, there's nothing that I can do. What is that? Okay. Anyway, the rainbow price chart. We're still in the accumulation stage, and as we know, my philosophy is always accumulate Bitcoin. There is no time that you don't accumulate Bitcoin. Lol. Anywho, we'll see. We'll see. Do you know what? I'm interested to see where this rainbow chart goes over the year, right? Because we're probably going to see a huge spike because of all the bullish news that's coming out, and we'll see how it goes. Anywho, uh, Coin Glass monthly. We're already at, so I think the last stream that I did it was at 10%. We've increased by 1%. What is this going to end in? We've got what 8 days left? Is it 8 days? Is it 31 days in January? I don't remember, and I'm not going to open the calendar. Do you know what? I actually should. Let me just quickly check. Calendar. There's 31 days in January. You're probably thinking, why don't I know that? Because I don't remember my days, lol. Days just go by. That's just how it is. Um, anyways, will it end in 14% up? It went up to £109,000. Sorry, dollars. That's crazy, right? There was a pre-pump. I don't know why. I discussed that in my last video anyway. I'm going to skip these charts here because it's actually gone higher. I'll just show you quickly. The supply's actually gone up. Before it was 2.18 million Bitcoin on exchanges, but now it's gone to 2.25. That potentially means that people are selling, right? People are transferring from their hardware wallets or the cold storage to exchanges, and they're selling or they're shorting. I don't know what they're doing, but one thing I do know is big boys don't play on exchanges. Big boys play on OTC, and this is where they accumulate. Okay. Uh, Anywho, let's not cover that. There we go. Is this? Oh, sorry. I've just got so many tabs open here. Got so much to go through today. Okay, so as I've already told you, that Ross has been freed, but before he was pardoned, Senator Rand Paul basically sent a letter to the President of the United States, asking him to do the right thing regarding Ross. And not funnily enough, but it's awesome that fact that he did pardon him. Right, this is Ross after he came out of prison. This was the first photo. What I found interesting about this, right? Somebody wrote a comment earlier saying that this photo is meant to symbolize that he still has his seed. So I don't know if you know that. Obviously, Ross, all the Bitcoin that the United States have right now, the 193,000 or 173, was actually confiscated from Silk Road from Ross. Lol. That's like the profit or whatever he had uh, accumulated. That's crazy. That some people are saying right now they've basically seen that it's got around 430 Bitcoin. That's around what 430, sorry, 43 million. If he had 173, that's unbelievable. But a lot of people are saying, are the US going to give his Bitcoin back? Highly doubtful. Why would they do that, right? nobody's going to give his Bitcoin back. That's why a lot of people have donated to him. There's also a fund for him. He's getting, I think it's gone up to like $130,000 worth of Bitcoin that's already been donated, right? Anywho, I can't believe it. 11 years he's been in prison. It's crazy. Anywho, when that did come out on Primal, I put that info out, and from a reputable source, Cointelegraph. So it just said the fact that Trump did pardon him. So do you know what? We're not bullish enough, because at the end of the day, I feel like all of these things happen in like the bull run years. It just propels it, and like CZ, he came out of prison, right? A lot of people went to prison. Like, what's going on? Uh, he came out of prison, and then the bull run started to begin as well. There's all these stuff that just propel it, where the bull run just goes parabolic, and we see that banana zone once again. This was funny to end this Ross Ulbricht scenario on a happier note, or funnier note. Justice for Ross. Heartbreaking. Trump condemns man to 20 years of libertarian podcast appearances. I found that funny. Why? Because there's so many people that are going to try to get him on podcasts now. Joe Rogan, I think the Moon as well, Carl from the Moon Show. I think he wants him on his podcast as well, because he is inspired by him. There's a lot of people that are going to want him on their podcast, and to be fair, right, he's been in prison for so long. I personally think he just wants a bit of a break and wants to chill out with family, and of course, like, he must have missed everybody, and it's just such a sad thing that happened, right? I don't know if the allegations, they were all dropped, by the way. There were allegations regarding him trying to pay hitmen to whatever, assassinate people, but they were all dropped, this and that. I don't know if any of the allegations are true. I don't know. That's the truth. I'm just looking at it from like a third person perspective. Fact is, all I do know is he created a website, and because of that, he was put in jail. That's the simple fact to me. I don't know, because they dropped all the other charges, right? So that's crazy. Anywho, just a quick reminder, just to remind you all, back in the day there were faucets out there, right? That if you basically wrote your Bitcoin address here, because they wanted it to make it more available to everybody. You can get 5 Bitcoin per visitor. So if you don't know what a faucet is, basically it's like a pool where Bitcoin can come to you. You can do that on like testnet and stuff like this as well. So you basically put in your Bitcoin address, and then Bitcoin, they're explaining it. They're trying to teach you Bitcoin's a new kind of money. They aren't created or controlled by the government like dollars or euros. They're created and controlled by anybody who wants to be part of the Bitcoin payment network. Visit bitcoin.org. How do I get Bitcoin receiving address? So download the program and basically the Bitcoin core. And yeah, it shows the address, and back then it was one, right, legacy addresses. And you put it in and you get 5 Bitcoin. That's so crazy that's how it used to be. And now 5 Bitcoin's 500 what? $520,000. That's insane. That's what, only it's only been what, 16 years? I was about to say 14, I don't know why. Anywho, Michael Saylor, this guy is hilarious. So he's switching to orange dots to celebrate the inauguration of Donald Trump. All the dots of the times that he's been purchasing. Interesting enough, even though he said that on michaelsaylor.com or saylortracker.com. What's going on? Let me refresh that once again. So saylortracker.com, it's still green. I don't know if this is a site that he actually uses. This is a site, isn't it? Yeah. It's still green. Yeah. But anyway, this Michael Saylor's got 48 billion in Bitcoin, 450,000 Bitcoin. At the average DCA of 62,661. It's crazy. He's using everybody's money or the investors' money to just buy Bitcoin and hold it. And this just appreciating in value by like 28-30% every year. More than that. Yeah, I think he said like at one point was that over 70% or something. Well, it's saying here 70% overall. But yeah, just some information to show you here of Bitcoin and the fact that you're not bullish enough. Let's go to him actually acquiring more. He's actually got 461,000. Let's see if this is updated actually. Oh, it has 461,000, 63,552 DCA average, and it's crazy because he's buying like 11,000 at a time, 10,000 at a time. I haven't seen him buy 50, 200, 300, 500. Let's say 1,000, like a normal, not a normal person, but like somebody that was in Bitcoin for legacy, right? 1,000 Bitcoin is buying 11K, 20K, 50K, 100K at a time. It's crazy. It's crazy. And there we go, the Giga Chad. Oh, I love these memes. Okay, so this was interesting, right? Michael Saylor. I know that this whole stream is meant to be about Michael Saylor, but Michael Saylor, the company of the 47th president of the United States, just bought 47 million in Bitcoin. So what that is basically this company here, World Liberty, is owned by Donald Trump, I believe. Basically, he's bought quite a lot of crypto, yeah, and then he's bought Bitcoin as well. But this isn't real Bitcoin, by the way. This is wrapped Bitcoin. I don't know why they did that. Uh, they haven't really mentioned anything about doing a full strategic reserve like they said they would. There is talks about it in the sense that Cynthia, I'll come to it. Cynthia basically has got. There's been talks regarding it, but nothing's actually come into play where there's an executive order or anything like that. We don't know. We'll see what happens over the next few days, right? And yeah, do come back here to see that news if you're busy and you're not already scouring the net. He bought $47 million in ETH. I don't know why. Link, okay, I can understand. Chain Link. Oh, yeah, I don't know why he bought any of these. Then we have Lark here. There's another YouTuber and like analyst or something like this. I watched some of his videos. Basically, they they filed ETFs for XRP, Sol, LTC, Doge, and Trump. Trump the meme coin, Doge the meme coin. What are they doing? They're filing ETFs now for these. What does that mean? People can allocate some funds into all of these if they want. Paper money. These are already, anyways, in my opinion, unlimited funds, right? They're not like Bitcoin. Uh, do you know what? I think companies and governments are just trying to milk as much money as they can from people, uh, and because people are interested in this, yeah, just diversify. That's how they're doing it. It's great for the crypto market and the Bitcoin market. Okay, why? Because more money will inflow into the crypto space. That's what we want, really. Let's be honest. But yeah, so if more money is coming into the crypto space, that's better for everybody that holds crypto, right? We're early adopters. We're only 16 years in. Imagine how early we really are. Imagine when did the stocks actually start? Yeah, if you think about it then, if you bought stocks back then. Basically, we're so early. Seriously, you're not bullish enough. If you hodl for the next 15 years, you need to think about it. Imagine, like, if you held Amazon or Apple stocks from 15 years ago, you'd be a multimillionaire. Yeah. Similarly, here, you hold your Bitcoins, you're a multimillionaire. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's been 16 years. Don't forget, right? If you bought 16 years ago, yeah, you'd be a multi-billionaire. Yeah. But from now, if you hold, I don't know, 1, 2 Bitcoin, multi-millionaire. Does that make sense? And in my last video, I even said, not the last one, the one before, I think, get to 0.1 Bitcoin. Funnily enough, I'm going to come to something down here that says something similar. Anyways, CoinMarketCap then released a Made in America token because the reason that there's these ETFs and stuff happening is because Donald Trump said that he's going to be wanting to make strategic reserves of stuff that's been made in America, right? XRP and Solana were on the list, and these are all made in America. Look at these. What does that mean? This ain't no financial advice, but realistically, all these should pump a bit, right? Obviously, USDC is a stable coin. But XRP, Solana, Doge, Cardano, Link, AVAX, Sui, Stellar. Do we have Stellar here in the chat? Yes, we do. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Karen. Um, anyways, I'll come back to the comments. But yeah, so Stellar, XLM, Hedera. As you can see on my portfolio already, I hold some of these um, for longevity, right? Official Trump. I think somebody just asked something about that. I'll come to that. Uh, Anywho, yeah, there's so many coins here now. Before it was only like 8 or something, and now there's like 59. It's crazy. Anywho, this was interesting. This is FUD, by the way. Uh, Ledger co-founder Eric, I'm not going to say his last name, Lachevik. I don't know if that's correct. Reportedly kidnapped with Bitcoin ransom demand. According to the French media, this was untrue. There's community notes here, but it was said also here by Coin Telegraph, that we are. It is basically fake. This isn't real news. We are able to assure that the co-founder is not affected by the kidnapping rumor. It was a rumor. I don't know who this person is, by the way. Gregory, probably somebody. But yeah, that's just an update. This came out, so if you are seeing this, it's a rumor. He wasn't. Why? I don't even understand why somebody would try and kidnap. Do you know what? That just shows that France isn't safe. The UK is not even that safe as well, if I'll be honest. But the thing is, what's that gonna do? Ransomware in Bitcoin? Do people not understand that somebody that's an actual Bitcoiner is gonna have multi-sig? That is practically impossible to steal because it's in different locations. What, you're gonna take me to another country? Or you kidnap me? What, you think I'm gonna go get somebody? How are they gonna use biometrics to get into a safe and stuff? Do you get what I mean? Obviously, if you've gone to that level, and you should do, if you got a bit of wealth. But the thing is, like, what's this ransomware gonna do? Are you gonna kill somebody? Yeah. Oh. Anyways, whatever. Sometimes I don't understand criminals' mindsets. Like, yeah, I get it. Cyber theft is probably the best way if you're going. If I'm if I'm trying to analyze it right, because there's nothing really involved besides you using your brain. But this, like, actually kidnapping someone, causing stress, distress to families. This is evil. Do you get what I mean? Um, and you're not really going to benefit from it, especially in the crypto space. Bitcoin crypto. What do you think that the bank is just gonna? It's a bank that can just withdraw money, unless somebody's so stupid and they have it on one wallet. By the way, sorry if you're new to crypto and you're a beginner and you think that that's the way forward. You learn over time that when you accumulate wealth, you diversify your assets. You don't just keep it in one spot. But yeah, if you're new, then you don't have wealth. Do you get what I mean? You don't really have that much money in crypto. Therefore, it doesn't matter if somebody. Why would somebody even try and steal it from you? Do you get what I mean? Anyway, that's a bit of a depressive talk. This is more interesting. Farouk Ahmed from Farouk Ahmed X. This man didn't make a meme coin. Became the first Bitcoin president in the world. He made Bitcoin a legal tender currency and buys Bitcoin for his people every day. This is the prime minister or president of El Salvador. Epic guy. Amazing. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this. Somebody even wrote about Bhutan, about 13,000 Bitcoin. It's amazing. Yeah, that's what he did. And look here, what does it say? El Salvador just keeps on stacking. They've been DCAing one Bitcoin every day, and sometimes they have spikes. They got like 18, this and that. This guy knows that it's not much Bitcoin. Obviously, they're not a first world country in the sense of they're very, very wealthy. But yeah, they're DCAing. That's better than countries which don't have any Bitcoin. Because as we've done the math in the other videos, nobody's going to be able to. Look at these guys, man. It's taking 6,000 Bitcoin. Michael Saylor is taking 450,000. BlackRock, Grayscale, all of these guys, Fidelity, Ark Invest, they've got so much Bitcoin. How much Bitcoin do you think you're going to be able to own? I actually want to do some math. I'll do some math in another video, right? Because at the end of the day, it's actually crazy. Because I think, like, say 2 million. 2 million governments have. in the sense of BlackRock, all of these guys, right? Then another 4 or 5 million has been lost. That's 7 million out of the 21 million gone. That's 14 million left. Let's do some quick maths. Okay, 14 divided by 8.1 million people, so billion people in the world. You, as an individual, you can only own 173,000 satoshis. That's it, and that's before this is fully adopted by governments. So what does that mean, right? Let's look at them. Sorry, I have to always come into this because it just doesn't make no sense to me that people ain't trying to even obtain the minimum amount that they, by individuals, I think they can get. Because I think it was 0.026 or something if you were to divide all Bitcoin. But if there's only 14 million really left, and that's all that people can actually trade or whatever, right? Because the government ain't going to give it. Why would they give it up? They'll put loans towards it through their fiat, right? They still use that stuff to leverage their Bitcoin as collateral. But yeah, so 173,000 satoshis that an individual can have. That's just, let's say, £200. Let's just say it's 200. It's probably like 150. It's like $180 or something like this, right? Or anyways, 173,000 sats. That's going to keep on decreasing. How much is one sat going to be? Let's say, how much is 100 sats going to be worth? 1,000 sats now doesn't even cost more than $1. Yeah. Soon, a dollar's going to buy you just 100 sats. Yeah. Then soon it's going to buy you just 10 sats. Now imagine you had 173,000 and it's put 10 sats. So let's times that by what? It won't be $1. It'd be 0.1, right? That potentially, I don't know when in the future. I'm just speculating here. But if one sat was what, like 10 cents, that's $17,000 just by putting in 180 quid now, or £150 or $180. That's insane. Like, when you think about it, forget your grandchildren. Do you get what I mean? They'll be able to enjoy it. Why wouldn't you just put in 180 now? But I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just showing you a bit of facts and data here. Facts in the sense of this math, right? I'm not saying that this is actually going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe one sat is worth £100 or $100. Who knows? Maybe. Why wouldn't it be? Let me explain why. Sorry, why it could be. One Satoshi could be worth $1,000 or £1,000. Why? Because what if in the future that they don't plan on sending it out anymore? They don't plan on doing transfers. They're just accumulating and just holding now. All Bitcoin has been mined is 2140 now. Countries are just holding. They're hodling. That's their sovereign funds. Yeah, that's their reserves. Their strategic reserves. One Satoshi can be $1,000 or even more. That's why there's a saying that there is no top to Bitcoin. Okay, it's just going to keep going up. Now, if you okay, this is obviously I'm talking about 100 years from now, but 173,000. If that, I don't know, one sat becomes $10, that's 1.7 million now. Okay, we're going to fantasy land now. Or are we? We'll see. If you're like in your 20s, 30s, and you're able to get your minimum amount, inshallah, you're alive until like 60, 70. Imagine, as long as you get to keep it safe, right? Imagine by the time you're 60, 70, it's worth 1.7. Maybe a carton of milk at that point will cost $50. I don't know. But what I do know is this will definitely beat inflation, okay, at the rate that it's going, if it continues like this. Correct? Anywho. Let's go back. Yeah. Ooh, there's so many things. Okay. So Senator Cynthia Lummis was saying the fact that they basically created a new crypto task force. This is to basically establish clear regulatory frameworks for the cryptocurrency industry. So they are working towards creating a strategic Bitcoin reserve, I believe. The thing is, they haven't given an actual announcement saying that, okay, the bill that I've put to get 1 million Bitcoin for now, it's been passed, it's gone to Congress, this and that. Maybe this sparks more bullish behavior, right? And we just keep on seeing new all-time highs. Potentially, that is what can happen, isn't it? But we'll obviously see. Do I think it's going to happen? I think it is. We already know that El Salvador, Bhutan, they already have the strategic reserve. And let's come on to the next thing here. Look at here. The Bitcoin arms race is on. Let's check this out. This is so funny. When did Ukraine get so much? Anyway, Bitcoin holdings by country. United States 198,109. Funnily enough, majority is confiscated from Silk Road, right? From Ross. Anywho, the United Kingdom has 61,245. Finland has 90. Bhutan has 11,688. This might be a bit old. Oh no, it's not. January 15th. El Salvador 6,027. Venezuela 240. Ukraine. I don't even. Do you know what? I don't know. How did Ukraine get 46,251? Georgia 66 only. China 190,000. This is insane. They already. This is just these countries. Look, how many more countries are there? What do you think that United States? Yeah, we live in the West. That's it. That's the world. There's so many other countries. What about Russia? They're a huge competitor. What about the whole of India? India's huge. They've got so much high GDP. They're going to be making a lot of money. They can accumulate a lot. What about the Middle East? Saudi, yeah, Arabia, Saudia, yeah. What about I think UAE is doing stuff as well regarding this. I haven't looked into it. But yeah, all of these little countries. Maybe. Oh, look at this. Georgia owns 66 Bitcoin. Imagine like the country I'm from, Bangladesh. I don't understand why they're not doing strategic reserve. I need to get in touch with people to try and help them understand to get into this and get that as a reserve. There's so much politics there right now because of the new governments trying to come in and stuff. But basically, uh, Bangladesh, imagine they own like 100, 200 Bitcoin. Uh, Maybe they can. Whoever adopts this first will get the most. USA right now, right? They're very bullish on crypto and Bitcoin, right? Crypto mainly because a lot of people just want to make money on crypto, but Bitcoin as a governmental basis. Look at this. They own 198,000. But what about the United States companies? BlackRock, Fidelity, all of these big boys. They have it on their balance sheet. Okay, 198,000. Michael Saylor, he owns MicroStrategy. That's an American company. And let's add the 461,000 there. That's what already 500 and what 650 something thousand, right? Already. Do you understand what I'm trying to say regarding this little quick math that I'm doing there? It's not like rocket science here, but it's something to think about, definitely. Anyway, so this is a more bullish news. Larry Fink was on the news on Bloomberg, and he said, if you're frightened of debasement of your currency, you can have an international based instrument called Bitcoin. I'm a big believer. He was saying the fact that it can go to up to like $700,000. Yeah, probably more. But the thing is, that's what he's saying now. Come on, how can you even be bearish? People, I'm gonna come to this topic. I need to actually write it down. Hopefully, I don't forget. But basically, the topic. Do you know what? I need to. I can't really comment it here now, can I? Let me try commenting here. So I just want to put it down. The fact, people think Bitcoin ROI is at its max limit. So I just commented that there just to remind myself. So I need to come onto that topic. I've had a few conversations with some people, which they think that it's at its max limit, and I'll explain what I mean by that, which I disagree, by the way. Anywho, funny, simply Bitcoin. He put 0. So if you saw the other stream, I put the fact that he put 0.01 Bitcoin will make millionaires someday. Now he's put 0.1 Bitcoin is a new 1 Bitcoin. And my other video, I even said get to 0.1 Bitcoin, because 0.1 Bitcoin, that's like $10,000. It's a lot of money for some people, right? Can the majority of people do that? No, they can't. They can't really afford it. Let's be honest. But 0.1 Bitcoin will look. It's 10 million sats, and as I said, maybe that gets to 100 sats per dollar. Yeah, if we take away 2 there, that takes it to what? A million? Is it a million or 100,000? Yeah, it's a lot of money. Let's just put it that way, for just owning 0.1 Bitcoin. That's people, something to think about, something to look into, right? Something to really deeply think about. Study Bitcoin. That's all I'll say. I always tell people study Islam, okay? Because this is a huge topic in my mind as well, which I tell a lot of people to do, because a lot of people need to study. If knowledge is power, that's a huge saying that everybody says. I actually understand what that means. Knowledge truly is power. Having knowledge enables you to be able to understand things, okay? It elevates you mentally to figure stuff out, to take action upon things like this. Study Bitcoin, and you'll always be buying Bitcoin. Study Islam, and you will enter Islam. You will revert to Islam. You will practice more, inshallah. Do you get what I mean? Study. Seriously, study everything. Obviously, you can't, but what you can, right? Anywho, this was hilarious. This was hilarious. So, basically, what's happened is, because all of this Trump coin and stuff was put out, and his wife Melania coin was put out, this was all done on the Solana blockchain, and it just killed Solana, in the sense of the network was awesome. The network didn't die, but Coinbase basically didn't allow withdrawals, and there was evidence here. Some of them said 4.2 years. I don't know if that was a troll, but this stuff, yeah, definitely. I also can confirm this, because I tried to withdraw some money, and it got declined actually. Anyways, Brian slash Coinbase, after dealing with insolvency last cycle of FTX, with demand answers into why it's taking 9 hours plus to send receive sol, takes less than 1 second on chain, because the Solana chain is super quick. The thing is, right, where are your proof of reserves? Brian actually, he said the fact that he doesn't need to show Bitcoin reserves or any reserve. That's I get worried about these things. Why? Because that's straight up showing me this is the FTX 2.0 waiting to happen. Okay. Some people are saying that these are IOUs, this basically that paper Bitcoin that's there. Paper Solana, whatever. They don't really have it. Listen, this is why you don't keep money on exchanges. Okay, it's just unbelievable that you would even want to keep any money on any exchange. Anywho, just do understand, if you do leave money or assets on exchanges, if an exchange dies like FTX does, all your money's gone. It's not covered. It's not covered by some law and thing that you'll get some money back. No, you were silly enough to keep it there. You signed up to the risks. Okay, so just be careful. That's my main advice there. Anywho, this was very interesting. And just to end on a good bullish note, an anonymous Bitcoin user sent a 1.2 billion worth of Bitcoin for only $1.50 transaction fee. They received their money in less than 5 minutes. Okay, this here, right, this doesn't really matter, because even though it's less than 5 minutes, a block takes around 10 minutes, okay? Roughly around 10. But yeah, 5 minutes. And then I actually went on to mempool just to investigate this a bit further. So confirmed after 4 minutes, not even 5. This happened 6 days ago. The fee was 1,500 sats per vetabyte. For the whole thing, it's 7.22 sats per vetabyte, which is nothing, right, is $1.50. Okay, 1,512 sats. How much will those sats be worth in the future, right? This is a concern. This was sent. It wasn't used, Taproot wasn't used. It was sent on SegWit, expected in the block. There was no RFB enabled. Antpool was a miner that mined this, and just look at this. It's beautiful, right? Obviously, look how much Bitcoin went out. But the whole point here is the transaction. Let's look here. 1.162 billion. So it's amazing. Sorry, that was the Satoshi's, right? That's a trillion, isn't it? I think so. Million, billion, trillion. But 1.1 billion, 1.15 billion went out for only $1.50. Now tell me something. Which bank do you think would allow something like that? They probably take a 1-2% fee or 0.01% fee. That'd be like probably still be like 5 million in the fee. Do you get what I mean? For $1.50, what other place can you do this? This is the best technology ever. I don't care what people say. Listen, I'm gonna be pro Bitcoin forever. I think because at the end of the day, I can't see anything surpassing this in sense of financial technology. Don't get me wrong. I still think that banks and stuff are going to be used. There is still a use case for them, but for real wealth, nah. I don't see anybody with real wealth keeping their money in banks. Banks will still be available because each country has their own jurisdiction, stuff like this. But this, maybe in 200 years, but there are no more banks. I gave a use case of where banks can actually implement Bitcoin in their uh, in their banking system. That's if banks are interested in that. I don't know. They probably will be. Yeah, it's not like I got banks watching my videos, lol. But if they did, they'd definitely be able to implement this. The government can. And yeah, anyway, this is all the stuff that I wanted to go over today. And yeah, hopefully we'll come on to just some chats if anybody's interested, if anybody's even left here. And we'll come on to the comments. So, let's check this out. So, David Pichel. Thoughts on Trump Binance announcement. That came out a few days ago. It's a meme coin. It'll probably go up like the way it did on Kraken and then come back down. Overall, over the next 4 years, right? I potentially think it will go up because it's Trump, right? It's his official coin. He doesn't even care about it, by the way. There was an interview saying that he doesn't even know how much he made, and there's like a billion, there's like peanuts to these guys. I don't tell anybody to invest in memes. Memes isn't the way forward. For true wealth accumulation, in my opinion, Bitcoin is what you need to hodl. It's not about buying now and selling 2 days later. It's about buying now and keeping it until retirement. If you're already at retirement age, that's a different story, right? Where do you want to store your wealth? If you need wealth every day, access to every day, I don't know if Bitcoin's the right way. There need to be a few bits of analysis done. But yeah, Trump, yeah, it's just a joke, isn't it? That's what it is. Um, Anywho, so anyways, thank you for everybody that did come and join this video. If you're new here or if you haven't done so already, please do consider subscribing to my channel. I truly appreciate it. I do streams twice a week, as you guys already know, or if you don't know, you do now. And this is You're Not Bullish Enough. That's the truth. But yeah, do join me and ask your questions if you have any. Today we didn't really have many questions. Interesting. Um, I guess everybody's already in the loop because everything's just hot news. But yeah, do come and check all of this news out if you're interested. Do go over my YouTube channel and see all the content that I have. And if you've got any questions further adding to that, yeah, feel free to come and ask me. I do try and answer questions at the end of my content. But anyways, yeah, do share this video to anyone that will enjoy this and that will benefit. And lastly, together, let's break free from the shackles of modern slavery. I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye bye.